Hey Phenoms, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, but mom life, it got real. But I'm back and my hair is freshly washed because I wanted to demonstrate this product, the Steam Pro Straightening Brush Iron. And I love this product. I mentioned it on my Instagram. Go follow me at Phenomenal Nia on Instagram, and it does a great job. First, I'm gonna start off blow drying my hair. Then put in a leave-in conditioner, split-in protectant, um, and a heat protectant because it's still some form of heat. So now I'm going to take down my hair and begin parting it and putting oil in it so I can blow dry my hair. I forgot to spray the heat protectant at first, but you'll see when I remember. It's hilarious. I'm like, oh my god, no. So yep, I'm combing my hair and just detangling it before blow drying it. And I shortly started realizing that baby is waking up because he's hungry. So I'm back. As I said, mom life has been kicking my butt lately. I'm just continuing to detangle before blow drying. And as you can see, my hair already dried some, so it's like, oh my gosh. Oiling my hair, my scalp. I always oil my scalp and put oil on my hair. Not a lot, just like a little bit, because I don't want to weigh my hair down with the oil. Please excuse my scrunched up face while blow drying. It gets pretty hot and intense, so yeah, just excuse my facial expressions. But I just blow dry my hair. So now I remember that I need to spray some heat protectant. Usually I do this before blow drying, but I remembered it at the last minute after blow drying. So I'm done blow drying my hair, and thanks to the magic of film, I'll be back. And I'm back. Hair fully blow dried, and as you can see, it's definitely volume, definitely giving a lot of volume, and that's where I usually flat iron my hair, but I like to keep my volume. Let's see how the steamer does. First, we need a drink break because I was burning up after blow drying my hair, so I'm just having me a little refreshment break. Okay, so now the steamer has a bottle that you fill with room temperature water, and it's I think 30 milliliters, and then you put it into the back part, which holds the water. So now I filled the bottle up, and I'm going to now fill the water container tank up with the water that's in the bottle. And it's a little hole that you just like squeeze the water through. Now I insert the water-filled tank back into the steamer before I turn it on to actually begin warming it. So the front of it has the buttons, it's an on button, off button, and then the temperature range is controlled by an arrow. This is me trying to figure out why I can't turn on, and then I realized it wasn't plugged up. Yeah. So when you first plug it up, it starts on off, and then you press the on button, and it usually starts on as the lowest temperature or the previous temperature you had it on. The lowest temperature being 375, and I realized from doing my hair the first time that my hair does best with 450. because it's a little bit thicker and coarser. So now you leave it to preheat. It's going to heat all the way up to 450 and it'll make a beeping sound when it's done. So now I'm going to speed this part up a little bit, guys, because I'm just parting my hair and waiting for the steamer to get done preheating, and it's going to heat all the way up to 450. Once it's heated fully up to the temperature that I need to work best on my hair, then I will begin steaming it. So as you can see, I use the steamer exactly like I would use a flat iron, just running it through the hair a few times. And oh yeah, also once it's done heating, it'll show that it's done heating on the actual face of the temperature thing. So I use it just like a regular flat iron, running it through the hair. Sometimes the comb bristles can get a little tangled in my hair. I've noticed that. But other than that, it's no problem running it through my hair because I've already blown dry it. It's already detangled. As you can see, I made my original parts a little bit smaller when steaming it just because I realized that I get the best results for what I was going for when I use smaller parts of hair. As you can see, it works similar to a flat iron, as in you run it through your hair a few times and then you move on to the next strand. Sorry guys that you can't see what I'm doing the other side. I have my mirror placed funny, but mom life, I couldn't make any loud movements or anything like that because it'll wake the baby. So I was trying to do this fairly quickly and quietly. And it does make a sound when you run it through. The steam comes out when you're doing each strand. It has steam come out and it makes like a beeping sound, but it's not like super loud. Now, as you can see, so far so good, and I can move on to the next part. At this point, I'm getting into a good groove of doing my different strands, my different parts, and I can move fairly quickly with steaming my hair. I keep wanting to say flat iron, but steaming it. And it goes smoothly. I usually run it through each part about 2 or 3 times, and I don't actually feel like I'm doing any extra damage or anything like that just because it's steam, so it's not like the flat iron where it's like severe heat. will say there are times where my hair gets caught in the bristles of the brush thing, and I just take that moment to pull the hairs out and keep going. Also, the tank. I noticed I don't have to refill it too often, but at least once when doing my full head, I have to refill it. Now I'm just finishing off my hair. It's been about, I want to say about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes later, and it was a pretty quick process. As I said before, I only had to fill up the tank once, and after you fill up the tank, you usually have to wait a few minutes for it to reheat and all that. I don't have to clean off the steamer like I would the flat iron, which if I was flat ironing my hair, I would have a damp towel that I would wipe it down so that my hair wouldn't have that smoky smell to it. Also, if I was flat ironing my hair, I would usually take about 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours if I was rushing. More likely pushing 2.5 to 3 hours if I was using a flat iron. So now I'm all done, and you always have to remember to turn it off. I'm pretty sure that if it's left unattended for a while, it'll turn off on its own. I think I was just saying it was like 3 a.m. because the baby was asleep. But anyways, I'm all finished and combing out my hair, styling it as I want it to look. And I definitely love the end product. Keep in mind it was 2 days that I had previously blown dry my hair, and I had to wait before steaming it because I just didn't have the time. But I love it, and I hope you all enjoyed this review and demonstration of the Steam Pro, and check out my blog for any other updates. Oh, also, I always add a little oil before going to bed to my hair, just to make sure it holds any moisture from any styles that I may have put into it. I don't really know yet how to add curls. I don't know if I can add curls with the steamer, but I like the results I get because it still gives me some body. Whereas with my flat iron, my hair would look very limp and flat, but I guess that's what a flat iron is for. But I love the steamer because it leaves my hair looking like it has some body, like I went to the Dominicans, flowy, and I love it. So now I'm just going to wrap my hair and get ready for bed, and I will definitely see you all in my next video. Bye!